Good day and welcome to my watercolor channel. My name is Heinrich Edgecome. Today we're doing this loose landscape. I'm using Baohong paper for the first time. So I will have to see how it reacts and what it does for me. The materials I used is listed here and I will also add it to the description list. I just did a rough outline of a sketch, just to get an idea of what I wanted to do. And I'm wetting the paper as I normally do, and then we'll see how the paper reacts. As you can see, the paint is spreading absolutely beautiful and the paper is really wet. If other people use Baohong paper, please let me know what is your experience with it, what things that I need to look out for in future when using it. I think as soon as I get used to the way that the paper reacts, Baohong is definitely going to be one of my favorite papers. But as with every paper, brand, every brush, every type of paint, you first have to get used to the way that it behaves. So don't get discouraged when you use a new type of paper and it doesn't always work out exactly the way that you planned. But I'm really astonished with the way the paper wets and how wet it stays. It makes a few bubbles, but not too many. The paper is really wet, so I'm tilting the paper so that everything blends out beautifully. I still have a few watermarks and I don't want that to bleed into the painting, so I'm just dabbing that out. But I love the way the colors look so far. I'm adding salt, but I think as you will see later on, this is the first time that I struggled using salt because the paper was still way too wet. Just using a dry brush to dab out that extra moisture. And now let the painting dry. So I'm removing the salt. So you can see there's a little bit of texture, but at the end, with everything else I'm going to do, I think this wasn't necessary. So now I'm starting with my trees. Just playing around with the colors to create interest and variation in the way that they look. And later on you will also see normally the color fades back quite a bit and you get a lot of variation in value, but you will see later the colors didn't fade as much as I wanted it to, so I do not have enough value variation with trees in the background and with trees that's in the foreground, because normally I have to add additional layers to get the values right. But also in this palette you will see that I'm using quite a few pigments that I haven't used before, like the Hansa Light and Quinacridone Sienna, but definitely I do love these colors, and I think that will be part of my palette in the future. As you can see, the colors really place beautifully on this paper. Creating a few branches and twigs. Remember to create variation in your colors so that you do not end up with a monotonous, plain boring color. I really had a lot of fun playing with these twigs and branches. Now I'm creating the foliage. That is a mix of Cadmium Red and also Ultramarine, and you get a beautifully muted purple color. And remember, cadmium is a really strong color, and it will take a lot of colors to blend it out evenly. So I'm really playing around with what I'm getting at the moment. In the trees, I'm going to play around a lot with warm colors and cooler colors. And doing quite a bit of dry brushing. I really love that orangey glow of a sienna. And also, I forgot to mention that I'm using the permanent yellow deep, and all these colors are from Daniel Smith that I mentioned. Now I'm just grounding all the trees so that they don't float in the air. And I really like the color that I created from the blue and Hansa Light. Just creating my little path. And doing a little bit of dry brushing there and creating interest. A few twigs and branches on the side of a road and enhancing some of the colors. As this painting is quite spontaneous, I'm just playing around and adding colors and seeing how the paper behaves. So I decided to add another layer, and remember, in the foreground the colors will be warmer and darker. But as you can see, also colors really spread beautifully on this paper. I'm just splatting in a little bit of water. Here you can see that all that salt disappeared about completely. your painting dry. Now I'm adding some more branches and foliage on the ground. Just playing around with textures and interest and things that can connect everything together. This painting was really just about having fun and testing the paper. So I would always recommend testing each and every new product that you get and see how it behaves and what you can do differently when you work with it again. I'm enhancing some of the values. You can see I'm really just having some fun. Definitely probably not a masterpiece, but it was a good round to experiment with this paper. Even though this is only an experimental piece, still try to do all your watercolor techniques that you're supposed to do and connect lines and create warmth in the foreground. Do splattering, but that's up to you. The splattering definitely is not a must-have. But I do like the effect of it, the way that it creates the illusion of leaves that's flying all over the place, and also creating wonderful texture in your foreground. I'm probably overdoing it a little bit, but as I said, this is fun and just play around and creating a few more branches and just filling up that space. I really like that yellow that was created. It brings a lot of light into the painting. I decided this is where I stop, so I'm signing my painting, and this is our final result. As you can see, the colors are really vibrant. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment. See you next time.